My name is Jess Stockton, and I am a work in progress. It may not look it, but I'm actually an underdog story in the making. It took a long road to get here, but I'm ready to prove to myself and to the world that I've worked hard to reinvent myself, and that I have what it takes to become the next sole survivor. You gotta understand, the first 20 some odd years of my life, my idea of a good time was spending 8 to 9 hours a day playing online strategy role-playing games and working on Boy Scout badges on the weekends. Just look at me. It's not surprising that I didn't go to my high school prom or I didn't have my first kiss until I was 20 years old. But any dream is possible, and I wanted to be more than just a lonely video game geek. And so I started talking to as many girls as I could despite being kind of a shy guy, and before you knew it, I was dating my future wife. Not only that, but then I decided to start working out, mostly to impress my very physically fit future in-laws. And so I started running, and before you know it, this chubby 5'7" gaming geek was running a mile, then 3, then 5, and then I decided to take on obstacle course racing where I would be climbing over mud, sliding down hills, jumping through fire, and eventually I decided to take on the ultimate challenge of a full marathon. I even learned to scuba dive. At the same time, I was pursuing my collegiate degree to become a high school history teacher, which is always a challenging job, but I nailed it. And I graduated summa cum laude, and for the next 8 years, I was a highly energetic high school history teacher. And oh, what's that? Another challenge in our lives? My wife and I were basically told that our chances of becoming pregnant were inconceivable. Well, we put in the good work, and before you know it, we had 2 beautiful children, which are my pride and joy. And if having 2 kids on a teacher's salary wasn't difficult enough, I decided I was going to do something completely different with my life in my early 30s. Nope, nothing like history, nothing like teaching. I was going to become a PA, which is one of the most complicated, most challenging, difficult programs to get into. And over the next 3 years, I was doing night courses, teaching, and studying on the side. And in 2019, I was accepted. And ever since then, I've been going through one of the most challenging, grueling mental obstacles of my entire life. Not only that, but for the last 3 years, during all this, I've been hosting a comical history podcast listened to in over 104 countries worldwide. Now I'm ready to take on the ultimate challenge, the title of Sole Survivor. I'm ready to crack some jokes and scramble some alliances. My whole life has been building to this moment. I've pushed myself to grow socially, physically, and mentally, and I'm ready to put it all together and ignite my torch. As somebody who clearly loves adventure, challenges, and games, I would make a compelling addition to any Survivor cast. And I didn't even get a chance to tell you guys about the time that an F4 tornado nearly killed me and my buddies. Or about the time when on a dare, I joined a best beard competition and won. I may be on the shorter side, but I dream big, and there's no dream bigger than this.